You do get a lot of people saying to you afterwards that people that have been playing, that they were having trouble playing at various points because they heard stuff that was said in the commentary.
And I hear Bigsy behind the mic. Ball's out of bounds, just in front of the child slavery logo. Nike swoosh. Everyone stopped on the oval and laughed at that one.
They saw a risk of physical contact and backed out. I got to say one thing before we knock off, that one thing that Evo absolutely came up with, and I thought was obsessing about ridiculously, that's definitely become one of the big things of the game, is what the umpires are wearing. Now, how the AFL has not got onto this is beyond me. The greatest thing that ever happened, the greatest innovation that ever happened in football, any level of football over the last 10, 20 years, wasn't fly cam, it wasn't sky cam, it wasn't two colour commentators on the Friday nights, it was the KISS umpires. You wanted the best, you got the best, here are the KISS umpires, and they came out to KISS music. The crowd went insane.
And of course it's cool, and it couldn't get on mainstream stuff because it's too punk rock. It's too punk rock.
Dirty days in the county jail. Some fool tried to hold me down. I got pissed and I tore up the town. I'm a bad boy. Bad boy. Yeah, I'm a bad
boy. Bad boy. I mean, the Age is always trying to sort of hold up a mirror to the community and to represent and to cover what's going on. It's just something we've followed over the years, and I mean, I've played a couple of times as well, so it's funny writing your own perspective of actually being coached by Fred Negro and sitting on the bench with Ross Knight from the Cosmic Psychos and sharing a few fags and having that experience with some of your heroes. I think, I mean, there's always some big names there too, and there's some good bands playing, so, people who are into rock and roll just go along because, they'll run into a few people and it's a nice sunny day and you can take your dog. But I think Melbourne is one of the very few cities in the world where being into rock and roll or art and sport aren't mutually exclusive.
I think it's a uniquely Melbourne thing. I've lived out of Melbourne for 4 years and hadn't been to the Community Cup for 3 years until the last one. And I bumped into all these people I hadn't seen for years, and I had conversations with them, and they were bumping into people who they only see once a year at the Community Cup. These are people they went to school with or university with or used to go to gigs with or used to buy CDs with. They've got families now, or they've moved out into the suburbs. They don't see each other than this one day a year when they have this thing in common that brings them together to watch this football game. Well, no, it's not to watch the football game, it's to be part of this broader community.
It's community in more ways than that, though. It's community in the sense of, as has been mentioned, Rowan Connolly from The Age is very big on this, and he's right. And Evo, who organises the whole shebang and never lets you forget that he organises the whole shebang, says the same thing. It's a return to an older style of watching football, which was more community oriented anyway. You can go along and you can have the beers and you can have the smokes, and the dogs run out on the field and crap, and the kids run out on the field and crap, and everyone's crapping, and it's good for everybody.
I think it is something that footy's lost, and I think that if EJ Whitten was still alive, he'd look at the Community Cup as something really special rather than when they do that EJ Whitten's Legends match that I sort of look at and think, oh, he'd be turning his grave over that one.
On field's not where the action takes place. And you've got to realise that the 20,000 people that go and see it, when you do stop and look, are sort of standing around in circles, talking, drinking, and every now and then they sort of pop their heads up and have a look and see what's happening on the field. And it's free from corporate trappings. People are allowed to they're still allowed to smoke, Kids run around, drink full strength beer out of cans. They can bring dogs with them. This sort of thing is unheard of.